Hello everyone, welcome to Child of the Cosmos. We are going to pick a reading. And we got the gold coin. We are going to do Abundant Living and Solutions reading. All right. Nice. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a message from this box. These are messages that I received from my spirit guide. Ooh, okay. We've got to only pick one. Ooh, looks like it's a shadow message. Well, let's try again. Let's see. Yeah, we got a message from spirit. We're not going to look at it. We're going to look at it at the end of the reading to see how well it matches up with the abundant living and solutions. And we're going to pull a crystal so we can learn. We only need one, right? We're going to look at this at the end of the reading and see how well it goes with the reading. Crystals and stones have the same properties that we have in our bones, teeth, and ears. And also they hold energy, vibration, and frequency just like we do. All right, let's get started. Ooh, got baby there and July there. Interesting, because there was a reading where there was somebody getting pregnant in July, and it's right there on top again. Interesting, out of all these cards. Let's give it another shuffle. Okay, and we're going to look at this at the end of the deck. At the end of the reading, I mean. All right. Rise above self-doubt and triumph over fear. That's going to be the heart of the reading. So if you're having some fear, a little anxiety, you're going to be okay. Top of the deck, we got look at their patterns. All right. Ooh, okay. We got the frequency. So whenever we have a thought, it becomes energy. Okay, thought becomes words, words become energy, energy becomes vibration, and then the vibration latches onto a frequency. This is where it's dense and all negative energy operates. This is where all the chaos is that we receive. But if we raise our vibration and then it latches onto a higher frequency, we can have good things all day. Yeah. All right. So interesting that came out. Ooh, trust your gut feeling. All right. So we're going to pull two more. You are an infinite being of light. You are light. Yeah, you're a big ball of light with a lot of energy. And your soul pushes out that vibration. Life is a canvas. You get to make it. You get to create every day. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. Okay, so we're going to pull from messages for an abundant living and solutions. Okay, so there'll be some solutions for you, as well as a message. And we got honor your feelings. Okay? It's important that we honor our feelings so that we can sit still quietly. Pay attention to how your body feels while you're honoring these feelings, whether they be negative or positive. You want to acknowledge them because you want that energy to push through you. It's your feelings. But then you want to release it out. You don't want to keep it in your body because that causes a lot of friction in the body. high blood pressure, depression, right? Because those are the high frequencies in the inner psyche. So it's important that you honor your feelings, understanding the emotional blueprint within your body. As with all things that are built and made up of matter, so are we. And a building has what is called a blueprint, right? That's how they learn how they're going to build the building, everything within the structure of that building and the perimeter of that building. So honor your feelings, because we all have an emotional energy within our body, and it's important that you understand yours, not anyone else's, just yours. Because to know thyself is the most important task you'll ever have here in the Matrix. Because people project all day. That's all they do is project. And if you know who you are, your emotional blueprint within the structure of your magnetic body, your field. And how do we learn how to do that? By honoring your feelings. Understand what you're feeling and why. And honor it. Give yourself love and compassion. Like you would give to anyone else, give it to yourself. Okay? It's important that you love yourself unconditionally. You gotta love every aspect of yourself, even the shadow parts that you were told were bad, that you were told was not good, because that puts shame on you. And that's gonna be, your heart is like a big onion. You're gonna have to get to the core of it. And at the core that I've noticed, that I found in my experience, in all the people that went on this journey with me, healing the inner psyche, the heart and the mind, everyone when you get to the root cause of all your emotions, all your pain, sorrows, heartache, it all stems in the core, which is always, always, always fear, guilt, and shame. That's my experience. And that is the root cause of all of it. And then what happens is that heart is like an onion, and it just gets a bunch of layers of everything you experience here in the Matrix. And that is why you have to honor your feelings when you go through something. Understand what you're going through. Oh, I want to share. Oh, I have to share this. You see this? I changed my bell. I changed the shadow bell. It's black. But my son drew that sticker. He sells stickers. Cute. He drew a wolf. And I want to tell you about the wolf and why I chose to have the wolf as the spirit animal for Child of the Cosmos. My favorite animal is a panther, and I still love my panther. But what's interesting to me is the spiritual meaning of the wolf symbolizes deep intuition, intelligence, freedom, and strong social connection to the pack or community. And that's what I'm going to have with my community when I get it. The spiritual animal of the wolf embodies loyalty, guardianship, and the balance between independence and cooperation, guiding individuals to trust their instincts and face challenges with courage. Isn't that so beautiful? I loved it. There's so much more to the wolf. Has so many aspects, spiritual meanings to the wolf. But let me tell you about the intuition and the instinct of the wolf. The wolf encourages trusting your gut feeling, inner wisdom, and primordial knowledge to navigate life. And what that meant to me, okay, when I tell you, pay attention to your body, trust your body, because your body sets off an alarm when you're in places that you don't need to be, or when you're around people that you shouldn't be. Start paying attention to the mind and your body, because it's going to tell you, it's going to give you clues as to what's around you, the energy. Why? Because your inner soul, your higher soul is in that body, your soul, and it's never going to steer you wrong. So I just wanted to tell you about that. Higher beings of light messages. Let's see what the higher beings of light have to say. And higher beings are angels, eons, light beings, messages that I received from my higher self, who connects to my oversoul, who is in the 9th dimension. Yeah, my higher soul is oversoul is a way up there, and I'm climbing to reach. I kid you not. When I first started my healing journey, I was danced in the 3rd dimension. Then I started rising ever so higher. Now I'm in the 6th, so I'm really, really excited about that. And I want to teach others to understand. And it's not about just operating here in the matrix. It's about protecting yourself here in the matrix. And not only that, it's about healing here in the matrix so that no one can manipulate you or project onto you, because you know who you are. But not only that, it gives you the double sword, because when you cross over, because we all are going to go, you are going to know how to be conscious. So when you leave this earth and you become conscious, you're not going to be afraid. And when these skilled manipulators come to manipulate you, to take you to the false light, you're going to know it. And you're going to tune in and tap in. You're going to be fully conscious and aware and unafraid. And you're going to go to where you need to go. Up, high in the pleroma. And then when every soul is awakened and healed, guess what? Evil dissipates, because there's no more souls to feed off of and manipulate. And that's the end result. So yes. All right, so let's get some messages from our higher beings of light, the angels and eons. And if you're interested in knowing who all the angels are and the eons, I can make a separate video if you're interested in knowing them by name. But the youngest was Sophia, and she is wisdom. And she is the one who is the creator. She fell from the pleroma. And she is Mother Earth Gaia. So call upon her for protection and anything. Okay, so study your experiences, seeking the wisdom within. Yeah, that's within to your higher self. Let me tell you, life is so much at peace no matter what you're going through. And I just lost a beloved friend yesterday, I found out. Yeah, so. But I can see her anytime I want, because she's going to go conscious, and I go conscious, and I can just call upon her and make sure she's okay anytime I want. I do it to all my families. All right, so trust in divine guidance. Your material needs and personal desires will be met, leading to stability, prosperity, and overall life fulfillment. And what that means is, I got that when I was, when they said it's time to go on your path, and I literally had to leave my income, and I'm on the quest, right? So, yeah, so what that's saying is trust in divine guidance. Your material needs and personal desires will always be met, because you're on the payroll of the Father, the Most High. And that is the monad, pure consciousness, the universal law of attraction of all thoughts and energy. And you are protected. So you can go within and you can heal. And you will be protected, and always, always will have. And trust that when one door closes, another opens. Because rejection is protection. That's what I had to learn. And I'm passing it on to you. I'm giving you the torch. But I really want to help, just guide you on your way. Because to not have something physical in front of you to help, it can be pretty hard. I reached out to a lot of other people and I didn't get much help. Everybody's into the money and what they can make and building their communities. I'm not in it for that. I'm in it for healing. People to truly heal. Because souls need healing. No lie. Because souls are getting stuck. When I first started on the YouTube, I did a whole video on it. I got awoken and I didn't want to get out of bed, so I was doing a recording and, souls are getting stuck. And the reason they're getting stuck is because their heart, the emotional energy, the heart, is like an onion, like I said. And everything that happens to us in the matrix is like an onion. It just goes over a layer. And the best way that I can get you to get an idea of what I'm talking about, it's like an onion. So every time you do an inner psyche prompt, a trauma pop, some kind of disappointment, anything starts to fall off. And the beauty about these inner psyche prompts, my inner psyche prompts, you can do them over and over and over. Healing the inner psyche just so that you don't store anymore. Like even for me, I did my journey and it took me 3 years. I'm on my 4th year and I've already rise so higher. But not only that, if I get a negative thought or I feel negative energy, I'll banish it. But not only that, I'll pull an inner psyche prompt and I'll sit and I'll, whatever the inner psyche prompt is, it's not going to be anything from any trauma or any disappointments because I already know how the world works. There's no need for disappointments because we choose everything. We sign up for it because we get on this karmic wheel from the false light. Yeah, I can tell you more. I know. It's all been revealed to me and I'm here for it. It's time that we as souls, this is going to be my last time coming because I literally passed every damn test on the matrix. I kid you not. And I can tell you and you would be like, whoa. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. What? What am I talking about, Spirit? There's too much coming through. Hold on. Okay, so I'm picking up on an energy. Is having a little palpitations because I'm an empath. Okay, I'm a Heyoka empath. I have all the clears. I see, hear, feel, smell. I could smell negative energy. And so I do a lot of transmuting, and I want to teach people so that they can understand what it is that's happening in this matrix so they can strap themselves up and heal so your emotional energy, the heart, can be light as a feather when you go. And guess what? Nothing's gonna manipulate you on the other side. Why? Because you're healed. You didn't do it by hypnosis. You didn't do it by just reading books, which all those are good in the matrix, but guess what? They don't work when you go on the other side because you become conscious. And if you never learn how to become conscious, then the hypnosis, all that stuff don't work because it goes right out the window when your brain becomes conscious because it's hypnotherapy. It's just like a band-aid. No, what I'm doing, I'm talking about is authentic healing, like healing and understanding the world around you and the fall and the creation. Okay, so now remember, every morning you have a new canvas. Life is a canvas and you get to create every morning. So even if you're in chaos, because that's the matrix. You're always going to be in chaos. Come to terms with it. But what you need to know how to do is how to play the game and understand it's a damn game. So that when you get chaos thrown at you, okay, that's not from the higher realms, that's operating in the lower realms. This is chaos. This is what it's all about here, and this is why you come. Okay, so enough about that, because we're not ready for that. Focus on your inner growth. Set yourself free. These are actual messages that I received when I went on my healing journey and went within, and I put them on cards so that I can share them with you. I recorded my whole journey, and I already finished one book because I write, and I got so many books, affirmation books. I mean, I got so much stuff. But this is a message, and I'm so excited about message from Spirit. This is Rochelle. Her name is Rochelle. I met her when I was 5 years old. She is an earth angel, and she came to me when I woke up from I used to have a lot of night terrors as a child. I woke up and I ran to the window, and it was thunder and lightning. It was raining, heavy rain. I got so scared, but I ran to the window, and that's kind of like the worst place to run, right? As a child, the window? Why would you run to the window, right? However, there was this beautiful being. It was an angel, and she gave me so much peace and love. I was not afraid. And when I was 30, I met her again, and she validated who she was, her name. She gave me her name, and she's with me all the time. And that is beautiful. I've always been spiritual, and I've always been able to see. And then this is, it says, we are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. Isn't that beautiful? Pima Chadron. That is the person who, that is her philosophy. Or, you know. But anyway, inside this is a crystal or a stone that is either going to help with protection, keep your energetic field from being penetrated by evil eyes, because remember, words, thoughts are words, and that is an energy. Okay, this is how people get sick. And for protection, we're in the area with the dark forces. We're in the matrix, so understand this. Okay, so focus on your inner growth. Set yourself free. I am so free, and I'm really going through it too, but not really going through it. Does that make sense? And it's because I already know how the world works, and everything is an illusion, and I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna do what I need to do, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Ooh, and this card, oh, we got 2. All right, we got a bonus. So honor your feelings, okay? Spiritual energy. When you do this, when it says set yourself free, that's what they're talking about. Your spiritual energy, your soul. Your soul gets... Okay, so this is what happens. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This all, it goes together. Okay, so when you focus on your inner growth, you set yourself free. You're setting your spiritual energy, your soul. You're like this in the matrix. It's open. Your heart and your mind are open. Those are doorways, and they're open to the matrix for negative energy. This is why people do bad things. Your soul right now is like this, asleep. You're in spiritual amnesia. What I call the shadow cattle in the matrix. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? So when you pull the string from the veil, when you go on your spiritual healing journey, to awakening, you pull the string, one string, the matrix falls, and your soul awakens. You awaken to your gifts, you awaken to who you are, you get in touch with your higher self, who then has contact with your oversoul, and you are in, because you know why you're here, and you're going to do what, this is what I created. We all are here to create. Pay attention. Everyone creates. Look what message was attached to the spiritual energy. You are a spiritual being having a human connection in the 3D world. You are protected. Spirit wanted you to know that. You are protected. I'm going to put that right there. You are protected. Let me see. I'll put it right there. This is so beautiful. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we're going to pull some affirmations and then we're going to get some coins, and then we're gonna look at these and see. I'm excited to see what they are. Okay, so healing affirmations. Okay, say these when you're feeling negative, because that's not your thought. You can't trust your thoughts. They're not yours, because your mind and your heart are doorways right now. This is what you need to understand. You have what is called neuroplasticity in your brain. Affirmations. Do not listen to anyone that says they don't work. In the brain, we store old and new information in the neuroplasticity. But that is where we can also reprogram. And you want to reprogram. Why? Because words are energy. Thoughts are words. Words are energy. And that gets pushed out, the vibration. And it latches to a frequency. To change your frequency, you want to get on a better frequency. However, you probably rise a little bit, right? This is where you are right now in the shadow cattle matrix. You can rise up. However, you have to heal the heart and the mind, because they're anchors. Anchors. It's keeping you stuck in the matrix. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. And you can be, your mind, don't trust it. You get a negative thought that makes you feel fear, shame, guilt. Say an affirmation. Okay. And I'll, along the way, teach you how to strap yourself up spiritually. Yeah. I am grateful that the universe supports me with unconditional love to be the happiest, wealthiest, prosperous person I can be. That's right. That is right. Why? Why? Put it in the comments if you know why. I am grateful that the universe supports me with unconditional love to be the happiest, wealthiest, prosperous person I can be, because love, universal love, is the most unconditional, most powerful chemical within the universe. And it dissolves anything that is not of self. Love is the most powerful. Do not let anyone who hurts you take your heart from loving. Ooh, I got some stories for you that can, but I'm going to wait. I may do some private ones. Let me know where we can do private. I don't need to get paid. That's not the important thing right now. However, I'm on the Universal's payroll, so I ain't worried about it. And here's the thing. Okay, the heart has to be as light as a feather. What does that mean? Emptying it out from all the negative gook energy, because it just makes it sick. What is the highest illness in the world? Cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, heart attack. I mean, come on, right? We know that. That's right. And mental illness. So, yes. All right, let's get an abundance. And this is the rose quartz crystal. It is a crystal that promotes unconditional love for yourself. Okay? And this is the pendulum where you could ask it questions. Yes or no questions. And I asked, do I need to move? It said yes. So guess what? I'm moving. Backing up. Yeah. I'm letting my guides, the Father, Ascended Master Yahshua and Gaia, because I pray to those. I pray to Yahshua, aka Jesus. He's an ascended master. He's higher than Lord. He's higher. You know, he's Christos, Christ consciousness. And you can always, always be with him. Okay, so let's get some coins and let's see what we get. And then we're gonna reveal those. Let's see if it goes with the reading. Sorry if the reading's too long. Oh my God, look how many we got. Wow, for four elements of the earth, four life force energetic systems within the body, four elements of the atmosphere. What do I mean? Frequency, the moon, the stars, and the sun. Now, frequency is what we latch on, right? It's like the lottery, okay? The moon is related to the heart, the emotions, the energy of the emotions, the moon. And the stars are related to the mental mind. And I'll go make a separate video on these elements so that you can understand how they work for the body. And then the sun, who activates the cells within our body. Needed. Everything is needed. 444. If you're seeing 444, there's a message for you here. Okay? And we got 4. I've been seeing 444. That's why I named my, what I was just telling you about the frequencies of the body. I named it the 4 life force energies within the body. I gave it 44444. The energetic light frequencies, systems of earth, the soul, and the matrix. The veil, one string pulls it and it falls apart and your soul awakens. All right, so let me read these to you. Oh, sorry if the video's too long. I don't even know. Share your many talents with your community. And this is fire. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is Earth. A surprise awaits. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Taurus, Capricorn. What? Leo. No, Leo's fire. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, and Gemini. There we go. And this one says, your warmth radiates upon those around you. That is our water. That is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And then this is the air. Be your strongest advocate. This is Libra. Cancer. Gemini? I'm missing something. What? Okay, so this is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And this is Libra. Who am I missing? Gemini? Gemini. And Capricorn, Taurus, and Gemini, Libra. Well, I don't know why I'm going blank. This is weird. Okay, never mind. This is weird. Why am I going blank, Spirit? Let me see. Something. Hold on. Something's not right. Okay, so we have Aries. I couldn't find what I was looking for, but anyway, I'm going to have to use my mind. Because I'm learning astrology at the moment, 101. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, and then Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because I'm a Piscean, and then Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, and what is the other sign that I just can't seem to get it over my head? Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. But anyway, I did a lot of studying today. I was really reluctant on doing a reading, but I love this. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm sorry if I forgot you. Put it in the comments. What? Scorpio. No, Scorpio's over there in water. Air, air, air. Libra, Gemini, and Libra, Gemini. No, Libra and Gemini. It'll come to me. I got too much in the brain right now. All right. So let's get a message from Spirit, and her name is Rochelle. Only your expectations can slow you down. Oh, I remember that. Only your expectations can slow you down. Oh, and we have the snowflake obsidian turtle. That is this right here. This is the obsidian turtle. I'm going to put them among the gold so you can see them really. Or I'll put it up here. Or I don't know. Shoot. Here. I love that one. Okay, so obsidian. Okay, so this is a very highly protective stone. I wear obsidian, okay? Obsidian puts a shield around your aura, your energetic field, and it depletes. It keeps negative energy from hitting your field. Okay, so this particular little turtle here, so the snowflake obsidian, also known as the mirror stone, is believed to reflect. So it pushes out. Like if, say, someone comes in your energy and they're being thoughts. Remember, thoughts are words that become energy, that vibration. And if you operate in a higher frequency, it's not going to hit you. It's got to go back to the sender. You don't even have to send anything back. You just got to keep your slate clean. Just remember, how people treat you is their karma. How you respond is yours, and that's how you keep your energetic field clean, by not responding. Walk away. Once you learn how this matrix works and all the demons that are attached to people, you're not even going to bother. You're going to get away, okay? Okay, so it repels. It's a mirror. That's why I have it in my space, because whoever has negative energy, it's just going to mirror it back. So it's a mirror stone, is believed to reflect evil eye energy back to the sender. Snowflake obsidian is associated with the protector from harm and is said to break bad luck, while the turtle is a symbol of success, fertility, vitality, and great patience. Oh, guys, I love this. This was everything. And look we picked this at the beginning of the reading. A message from Spirit, from Rochelle. This is wonderful. I love it. And I didn't have to repel any negative energy or use the bell, the shadow cattle bell for the matrix. I love it. This was beautiful. And this is the reading, Abundant Living and Solutions reading. I hope you guys liked it. Now, remember, life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react. And if you react, that's going to take 90% of your energy, okay? It's going to deplete you. Remember that. Pay attention to your mind, body, and the messages it's trying to send you. Remember, thoughts are words. Words are energy. Energy is vibration, and vibration is frequency. And what else is vibration? Feelings, emotions, actions, and thoughts are energy in motion, and that's gonna go up. Your vibration's going to go up to a frequency. Remember, attracting. Every thought is attracting. And that is why Spirit says, get in touch with your inner self so that you can get in touch with your childlike energy, so that you can live in that energy because children are innocent. Children are beautiful. They hold light. And once you awaken your soul and get in touch with your soul that gets in touch with your higher self, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. No lie. All right. Please like, subscribe, and thank you.